those little birds. I'm glad they're not in the way for the Boston Pops this year. Maureen and I were just having a chuckle. She cracked me up. I'm very excited to be joined by Maureen Hackett.
My pleasure.
You don't do that to me right before we go on again.
Sorry.
Your role is with the foundation.
Yes.
And let's clear this up.
Okay.
Because what's the difference between the Nantucket Cottage Hospital and the Nantucket Cottage Hospital Foundation?
So the Nantucket Cottage Hospital has a board of which I am a member.
Okay.
And that board is predominantly involved in the operations, the logistics of the hospital. At the same time, each and every one of them are philanthropic. They give, they're advocates, and they're ambassadors. The foundation and the hospital board are one.
Okay.
They are absolutely one. The foundation is predominantly responsible for public awareness, education, fundraising, yes, but again, same thing, ambassadors. The way I look at it is what we do at the foundation is the lifeline to the hospital. We bring the plasma to the hospital. So.
And where does Mass General figure into this? Because I think there's a lot of confusion, Maureen, about what role they play. Do we get any funding from them?
Right.
Who are they, and
Right.
what's our relationship with them?
Well, the Mass General Hospital is the absolute, the partnership that we have with them, and that's clearly what it is. It is a partnership.
Okay.
It's a gift to us in terms of the resources that we will need to do our buildings, to do our programs, to do our fundraising. It's a very strong and healthy relationship. It's one that they tout and they're very proud of. We are not a stepchild by any means. We're one of their favorite kids.
Okay.
So they're with us in sending the message of the importance of the healthcare on this island and predominantly this hospital. We are partners.
And also it gives us as patients access to stuff that we would not have without that relationship.
Yes.
So it makes the hospital a better place.
Correct.
But
Correct.
we're not part of, we're partnership, but we don't get any funding from that?
We do get funding.
Okay.
We do get funding.
Okay.
We will have funding that will help us with our soft costs once we start our campaign. We will have funding helping us to retire debts and to provide the resources that we need. Absolutely, yes. They understand the importance of helping us. Yeah, they do.
So what, as your role, what is the need right now? If you could say, here's my wish list, this is what the hospital needs at this moment, what would it be, Maureen?
The hospital needs this community.
Okay.
The hospital needs all of us to come together. Just as these two boards are us, I would like the community to be a part of the us as well. So what do we need? We need whatever the community tells us is important. We need to hear from them. We're in the process right now of talking a lot and moving into listening a lot.
Okay.
Tell us how we can be better for you. Tell us how if we're good, and tell us if we're bad, and let's talk about it together. We need the community.
It's a challenge. I would imagine it's one of the most challenging businesses to run because it's not predictable. Seasonally, you have to provide more services. Off season, you've got to be open because we need you.
Correct.
So, looking at the needs of the hospital, and Margot's doing such a great job.
Right.
But how do we, it's not like a business that has a consistent business profile. I mean, it's always changing.
Right.
Staffing needs.
Right. So we have an incredible senior management team.
Okay.
Working with consultants and very talented board members who take a look at what do we need 20 years out? What do we need next summer? What do we need this winter? And making sure that we've hit on all of those points. I think that we're very fortunate because many of these people have been there, done that in this business for a very long time. This is a business, but at the same time, we always come back and focus on the patient. That's our focus.
Right.
So we're very lucky with the senior management. We're lucky with the relationship with MGH and their management team, their leadership, and again, this very strong and talented board, advisory board, and group of volunteers.
Well, with you at the helm, I mean, you're like a pistol.
I do come from Texas.
I know you do.
This is the right thing to do. I'm doing this because it is the right thing to do. And this is my home, Nantucket, regardless of how long I live on here. This is my home. This is the home for my children and my grandchild. This is a very important and personal thing to me.
And you can see that every time I'm around you, the hospital comes into the conversation. You really are the biggest champion of it. So, and you're surrounded by great people. How do you get there?
I'm surrounded by champions. It takes an army, and we're having a good time with this. We're having fun.
The general over here. Well, you better listen to Maureen, because I'm telling you, I would not mess with you.
Well, I know where you live. Yeah.
support the Nantucket Cottage House. Well, Maureen, it was so great to see you.
And you.
I know, it was really
And you.
fun.
I hope we see you at the Pops.
Yes, you
Come
will.
see us at the hospital, take a tour, let's have a conversation.
I'd love that. I would love that. Take Maureen up. Anybody should take Maureen up on
Yes.
that. Learn more about the hospital and the needs. Stay tuned because we're going to be back with more here on 228.
Thanks.